Hi, it's your girl Shani, and I'm so excited for y'all to be here today. We have a 30-minute Pilates, classical Pilates workout mixed with a little bit of Pilates fusion in there today. So let's have a lot of fun. Everything is going to be done on the mat, on the floor. And if you have a mat, grab it. Let's get started. 30 minutes. We're going to start with a warm-up. Lay on our side and open up those hips. You can lay on your side, bending those knees and opening up those hips. We're going to go to the outer first. Keeping that core engaged. We're going to be talking a lot about core engagement today. So, if you're new to Pilates, welcome. If you have been doing Pilates for years and years, welcome too. And let's reverse forward here. If you're like, oh, my hips are already warming up, that's a good sign. We're going to be doing core, hips, all the above today. 3, 2 before we go to the other side. 1. Let's switch to the other side. Bending those knees, top foot, try to end. Now as we're doing this, let's go ahead and start prepping for that core work as well. So our hip is not, our obliques are not on the floor. We're gonna lift up out of the floor, keeping that chest proud and high as we're doing this. 3, 2, and 1, reverse. Take it around. Forward, forward. Trying to keep those hips stable already. And again, if you're like, I'm already feeling the burn, that's good. We have more of that today. And 3, 2, and 1. All right, next one. We're going to go and do some shoulder rolls here. So we're going to go on our hands and knees. And we're going to take our left hand first. We're going to roll it around, trying to keep your hips square to the floor, keeping that neutral pelvis. So you don't want to arch your back too much in this one, rounding your back, just finding that neutral stance there and rolling those shoulders. If you're really tight, totally fine. Before we reverse it, 3, 2, 1, and then go forward. In 3, 2, and 1. Other side, taking it backwards first. Making sure you're breathing even through your warm-up. Sometimes we really do forget to breathe, even myself sometimes, so I have to remind myself to do that. 3, 2, and 1, and reverse it. And keep moving through this. And 3, and 2, and 1. And we're going to move those hips around, kind of like you're stirring up a pot here. Stir, stir. Around, around. Before we reverse it, in 3, make those hip circles really big. 2, and 1. Other side, around. Exhale on the way down, up, inhale. Breath work is really just important, not just in Pilates, but in every exercise that we do. So it's really important to do that. In 3, in 2, and 1. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start on our back here with our exercises. We call the supine toe taps. I'm going to turn this side. I think the lighting's a little better here. All right, so we're going to start here and we're going to lift up. Before we do that, we're going to do some breaths here. So put your hands on your belly. Feet are flat on the floor, knees are up. We're going to inhale big, expand that core of your rib cage, and exhale, pulling everything in and up. And I want you to think of your core as a zipper. And we're going to zipper from all the way from the pelvis up to the sternum. So let's do that again. Inhale, exhale. We're going to bring our feet up to a tabletop position. Knees are over our hips. We're going to start with our toe taps. So we're going to point our feet slightly. If you feel like that's going to cramp your feet too much, you can just go ahead and softly point your toes. So we're going to take it down. And as you're coming down, I want you to think you're pushing your lower back into the floor, really activating that core at this one. Go slow and controlled. That's what it's all about today, slow and controlled. So we come down, and up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, up. Again, if you're like, oh, Shani, this feels too easy, we're doing it wrong. Again, pushing our lower back into the floor. Just a few more. And 6, 5, oh yes. 4, how we doing? 3, 2, before we go to our hundreds, and 1. That's gonna prep us for the 100. So placing our feet back flat on the floor here. We're going to inhale, arms are to your side. Inhale big, tuck that chin in as you inhale. Exhale, we're gonna roll and tuck our chin, or do our neck roll rather, making sure, pretend that there's arms between your chin and your chest. So you don't want it all the way to your chest because we really wanna activate that core, but keep it out of our neck. So lifting up, feet are up, knees together, toes together, and we're pumping our arms like we have a basketball under our hands. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you go up a little higher on the tips? Ooh, I feel that in your core. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Now, you can stay here with your knees bent. If you feel up to it, you can go ahead. Pilates stance here in Pilates. Our heels together, toes are apart in this one. Now, if you feel up for it, if you want to find your working level, go ahead and do that. But if you're like, hey, Shani, I just want to keep it here, you can go ahead and do that. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, we only have 2 more full breaths. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, exhale, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring your feet down, head down here. Let's go ahead. We might need to move ourselves up a little bit. We're gonna come all the way up and go into our spine stretch forward. Let's do some spine work here. Wake up our spine if it's not already. So feet are hip width apart, or mat width apart. Feet are flexed. We're gonna have our hands out, and I want you to perch at those glutes. And so what I mean when I say perch is just squeeze your glutes. And we're gonna find our C curve. That's another word that we use in Pilates. All that means is, just like we were doing for the 100, rounding your curve, finding that natural curve in our lower back. And we inhale, perch. Exhale, we find our eyes toward our navel, and exhale as you reach. And inhale as you come up. I want you to think there's a wall in your back. You're trying to stack your lower back. So exhale, coming forward. Pulling that core in and up towards your spine, and coming back. Think lower back, mid back, upper back, head is the last thing on the wall. Let's do that again. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, reach. And coming back. If you need to bend your knees a little bit, go ahead and do that. If you're really tight in your hamstrings like me, that might help a little bit. So exhale. Reach, reach, reach. Coming back, mid back, lower back, mid back, upper back. Let's do one more. Inhale, perch, squeeze at the top. Exhale, all that air coming out of your lungs. And coming back up, stacking in the inhale. Grow tall. All right, let's go into our one leg circle here. We are gonna come down to the floor on our back again. We're gonna stretch out our left leg, flex that foot. Point that right toe upward. So bottom leg flex, top right leg is pointed. Turn it outward slightly. We're going to start passing our leg down, around, and up. So the goal here as we're doing this is to not move our pelvis. We're trying to keep it stable by zipping up our belly. So take it around, down, and up. One more here before we switch. And take it reverse. Down, around, and up. Stop at the top. Up. Down, around, and up. 3 more. Woo! 2 and 1. Let's scissor those legs. Switch it out here. Turn that foot out slightly. Remember, that bottom foot is flat. And we go down, around, and up. Down, around, and up. Again, we are using all of our core, our glutes, our inner thighs. Everything is attached to that core, right? Last one before we reverse. Stop at the top and reverse for 5. 4, 4, 4, 3, woo, and 2, last one, and 1. Yes. All right, let's go back up here. find yourself in the middle of the mat. We're gonna go into what we call in classical Pilates our ab series. Oh, you're gonna love, hate them. It's okay. If you need to get a sip of water, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, we're gonna come down. First things first, we are going to straighten out our left leg here. And you can softly point, and I do want you to softly point so you won't get a cramp in your foot. We're gonna take our right arm to our bent right leg to our ankle. The other hand is going to go to our knee, and we're gonna roll back just like we did with the 100 on the tip of our shoulder blade. Single leg stretch, and we switch. The goal here is not to bring your leg as low as you can, but actually keeping it at the 45-degree angle, brushing those inner thighs together. And 6, 5, 4. Before we bring our knee toward our chest, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those knees in for double leg stretch. We're gonna take it out, keeping our upper back steady and in. Now, again, if this is too much, especially if you're building up strength through your core, my sofa's in the way. You can go ahead and take your head down as needed. Take it up. 3, before we bring our knees back in. 2, last one, and 1. Let's go into our scissors. Right leg up toward the ceiling. Left leg is out. We gotta pull behind your calf, or if you can, your ankle, pull, switch, pull, switch. Keeping that upper body as stable as possible. Pretend that your arms are as wide as possible, that we have a beach ball in between our arms. And 4, 3, 2, lower lift. 1, bring those feet together. Pilates stance is heels together, toes are apart, hands behind our head. We're still on the tip of our shoulder blades, and we go lower, woo, and lift. Guys, I have to tell you, I really don't like these, but we're doing this because they're good for you. Keep it going. Again, if it's too much, go ahead and bend your knees, just like that. That's totally fine. We have 3 more. 3, 2, eyes toward our navel, and 1, last one. Crisscross, right knee toward the chest, left leg 45 degrees, and switch. Criss to cross, coming up on the tips of your shoulder blades. Feel those obliques. We have 6, and 5, and 4. We're almost there. 3, we get to stretch it out after. 2, last one, and 1. Go ahead and bring your feet all the way down, hands over your head, legs straight out, and stretch it out here. Whew. Oh, yes. How are you feeling? I feel great. If you need to go get that sip of water, go ahead and do that. All right. Let's see where we are with the time. All right. So we're going to go ahead into our soft. So feet, just like before, are mat width apart. Hands are actually going to go to your side. And again, I want you to think we are, for this one, we are perching, so squeezing our glutes. That's still connected to our core too. So arms are out. We're staying our head in line with our spine. So we inhale as we twist to the right. Exhale as you reach. Pinky finger to pinky toe, reach, and coming back up. So we inhale as we twist. We exhale as we reach. Reach some more, and come up. Again, if you are tight, go ahead and bend your knees slightly. Reach, and come up. Inhale, twist, exhale, reach. Pull that belly in and up, and bring it here. And inhale, exhale, reach, and come up. Inhale, exhale, backhand. You want to turn it up slightly toward the ceiling. We have 1 more on each side. Twist and reach, looking back at your backhand. Last one, inhale, exhale, reach, and reach. Woo! All right, we're gonna go into our side kick series. These are fun. So let's start with our right leg down toward the floor. Bring our feet together, come to the side. You want your hand on the nape of your back. And we're gonna take our feet to the front corner of the mat. Turn that foot out slightly at the top, and we're going to go forward, back. Now the goal here, again, is not to move that pelvis too much. In order to stabilize those hips, we zipping up that core. So in and up. 3, 2, before we hover those feet, 1, and hover those feet over. And then we're gonna take it up, put this back in, up, and take it down. Again, the goal is not to go as high as you can, it's controlling that pelvis. So lifting up and take it down, up and down. We're still breathing through this. We have 3 more. 3. Yes, before we do the small circles, 2. Last one, and 1. Hover those feet out some more in small circles. Brush those inner thighs together. And you might be thinking, Shani, they already touched. It's okay. 3, 2, 1. Stop at the top, reverse, and turn it. Brush those inner thighs. Keep that core engaged. In 5, 4, 3. Work that glute as much as the front. 1. All right, let's bring those feet together. We're gonna come on our belly to do what we call beats on the belly. This is really gonna work those inner thighs. You'll love it. So hands are stacked. The forehead is on top. Bring those feet together, heels together, toes are apart in Pilates stance. Now, if that's too much and you have lower back issues, go ahead and keep those feet apart for right now. So we are going to lift up and we're gonna beat. This is a very fast pace. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. I want you to think, can you get your belly away from the mat? Let's do that again. And beat. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. You have 1 more in you guys. 1 more. Squeeze those inner thighs. Lift from those glutes. And lift. Beat those heels. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. Other side. Now, I'm going to turn this way. Normally for you, you would just have your back toward me, but I don't want my back towards you. So let's do this. Other side here, hand at the nape of your neck. Base foot is flexed. Top foot slightly pointed outward. And let's go forward, and back. Forward, back. Is your core in and up? Again, the goal here is to keep that pelvis as stable as possible as we're doing that. Got to zip in from our pelvis to our sternum. Exhale back. 3, 2, before we hover those feet, and 1. Turn that foot out slightly, and we go up, 2, down. Again, the goal here is not to go as high as you can, it's how still can we keep our pelvis. Lift up and resist down. Pretending as you come down, your leg is in a pile of mud, and you're trying to move it with control. And 4, 3, before we hover those feet, 2, and 1. Hover those feet, and we're going to small circle, and circling around and down. Again, work those glutes going through the back as much as you do the front. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop at the top, reverse it. Reverse it back. Work those glutes. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys, we're gonna go onto our belly this time. Do some extension work here. We're gonna start here with what we call the flight. Now, I love this one. Hopefully you can still hear me. We're gonna have our forehead to the mat here, and we're gonna have our palms up. Now, if you have lower back issues, our feet are hip width apart. If not, heels together, toes are apart. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the flight. What we do is we inhale, exhale as we lift. Hands are coming off the mat. Again, palms are facing upward, and we come down with control. Now again, let's do that again. Zipping up the zipper, pull that belly in away from the mat. So lift up, and then take it down. And we lift, inhale, exhale, take it down. Do a couple more of these, and lift. This is really good, especially if you're on laptops and phones a lot. You're gonna open up that chest, open up that back as you come back. Think you're lengthening through your spine and you're coming down. So you're looking slightly forward, not up to the ceiling though. Think keeping that neck wrinkle free and coming back down. We have 1 more. Lift up and then down. And for next one is swimming. So we're gonna take our hands out to the front here. Again, heels together, toes apart. If that's too much for your back, keep your feet hip width apart, or your legs hip width apart. We're gonna take it up, opposite arm, opposite leg. So let's start off slow here. So we lift our head slightly again, keeping that neck wrinkle free and down, lifting up and down. We're gonna speed it up here and go. And we're lifting with that swimming, brushing those inner thighs, keeping that core away from your mat, but still breathing through this. Lift through those glutes. Yes. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. My goodness, how are we feeling? Let's go ahead and take it into our child's pose, aka rest position. So going back to heels to your glutes, taking your belly away, and I want you to round through your spine. Round through your spine, still breathing. Core is away from your thighs. Hold it here. Inhale. Exhale. Still holding that C-curve. We have one more here. Inhale. Exhale. Yes. Guys, we are almost to the finish line. How are we doing? How are we doing? How are we feeling? We're almost there. We're gonna go back on our back. We're gonna do some bridges here. Almost there. We're gonna end strong here. Keeping our knees together, our feet are parallel, knees together, palms are to the side. So we're gonna go into our shoulder bridge prep. We're going to lift up, squeeze your glutes in one piece. Think of articulating our spine. Think upper back, mid back, lower back. The goal is to keep those thighs together. So we lift in one piece, we roll down. Upper back, mid back, lower back. Yes, let's take it up. Whoo, take it down. Mid back, lower back. Woo, we have 3 more here. And lift. Woo, how are we feeling? Lift in one piece. Again, as you're rolling down, I want you to pretend your spine is a set of pearl necklaces, and you're rolling down each pearl one vertebrae at a time, one pearl at a time. Let's get one more in here. Lift up and core in and roll, roll, roll. Yes. And let's come up all the way. This time our feet are going to be hip width apart. We're going to go ahead and do some marches here. So we lift and come down. The goal here is to lift from those glutes up, keeping your pelvic stable, and then down, up and down. We have 6, 5. How we doing? 4. Before we lay it down, 3. 2. Yes, yes. And 1. And yes. All right, last one. Let's go ahead and roll back onto our stomachs here. And we're going to go into what we call our leg pull front support. So starting here, back on our belly here. We're going to go with our hands under our shoulders, feet together, toes apart. We're going to lift up with our knees first. We're going to come up in one piece, squeeze those glutes, and lift and hold for 10. For 9, can you scoop deeper with those core muscles, pulling those shoulder blades away? We're almost there. In 5 and 4 before you sit on your right hip. 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, and we're gonna go into our mermaid stretch. So if you can stack those ankles. If not, you can stagger them. Totally fine. Grab those ankles, right hand to your ear. Go to the side. Again, it's not as deep as you can go, but I want you to think, bringing that rib cage towards your hips. Exhale on the T, and come to the other side and stretch, arm to ear. Let's do that again. Exhale to the T. Inhale to the reach. Exhale. Inhale down. Rib cage towards your hips. Last one. Exhale. Inhale. Hands behind your head. Elbows towards your ankles. Couldn't think of the body part. And let's go to the other side. stacking those feet or stagger them. Grab those ankles and take it over. Inhale. Now I'm way tighter on this side, and you'll probably think, man, I have one side tighter than the other. Totally normal. Exhale and reach. Exhale. Inhale as you reach over. Woo. Exhale. Inhale. Last one here. Exhale. Inhale. Hands behind your head and reach. Twist, twist, twist. We are almost done. Last one, bird dog. Then we're officially done. So, on our hands and knees. Wrists are stacked under our shoulders. Knees are stacked under our hips. And we are going to lift toward the ceiling. Inhale. And then exhale as you round into that cat. Pushing through that spine, slow, steady, and controlled. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. And y'all, we are done. That was so good. Thank you so much for coming today. I hope you enjoyed today's workout just as much as I did. We're going to be having more of that, so stay tuned and have a wonderful rest of your day. Remember, progress is exciting, and those good small habits makes a huge difference over time. You are so loved by Jesus, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.